So I'm on chapter 2 of Messy Spirituality, and on page 50, it kind of talks about the myth of fixing ourselves. The statement that really captured my attention was when the author talks about we talk our way out of spiritual life by refusing to come to God as we are. Instead, we decide to wait until we are ready to come to God as we aren't. We decide that the way we lived yesterday, last week, or last year makes us damaged goods, and that until we start living right, we're not God material. Some of us actually believe that until we choose the correct way to live, we aren't choosable, that until we clean up the mess, Jesus won't have anything to do with us. The opposite is true. Until we admit we are a mess, Jesus won't have anything to do with us. Once we admit how unlovely we are, how unattractive we are, how lost we are, Jesus shows up unexpectedly. And when I was reading that, I broke it up into sections, and I started to kind of dive deeper into that type of thinking that does so much damage to our journey with God. There's no ideal moment where we are ready or good enough before approaching God. He wants us to approach him in the state that we are, and he saves us in the state that we are. We don't have to come clean and then he saves us. We come to him and he works on the process of cleaning us through the Spirit. We carry this guilt and shame of our past, of our present. We feel like we're damaged goods. And this type of spiritual unworthiness keeps us from seeking God. It really puts a pause on our growth and our change in the process. Many people think that they need to clean up their lives before they can be chosen by God. And that's just not how it works. It's so backwards. God does not expect us to be perfect before coming to him. Our mess is actually the starting point of going to him. It's not about striving to be better in order to deserve his grace. It's about recognizing our need for his grace. And so in reading that, I was so encouraged, but also so saddened that how often do we fall into the trap of thinking we need to be cleaned up and have it all together and look perfect and sound perfect and have it all figured out, and then we go to the throne, when this is actually telling us, and we know to be true, the opposite, that in our mess, the way we are, ugly, unwanted, unclean, undeserving, we go to God. And in that process, he works on repairing and restoring and redeeming us day by day. So I just hope that this message in chapter 2 is encouraging to you as it was to me.